So dear students, hope you are all doing good. So next we will move on to the next one, that is operating system type of solution, that is semaphore. So in the previous sessions we have seen software type of solution and hardware type of solution. Okay, both are completed. Next we will move on to operation type of solution, that is semaphore. But remember, before we move on to semaphore, some students may have a doubt. Okay, whatever I have discussed till now, some students may have a doubt regarding progress. Okay, so I think many people are having, okay, some people, okay, not everyone. So let's see, okay, what is that? Okay, I will explain some small technique. I will explain, okay, to check for the progress. Now remember, we have studied strict alteration, or you say, okay, that was what? Decker's algorithm. Okay, I just wanted to show you the difference, why progress satisfied, why progress not satisfied, how to check. Okay, small technique I will show you, small technique. Strict alteration we studied, and next Peterson's algorithm we studied, and TSL instruction set we studied. In the TSL, how many processes are there? Processes, okay, P1, P2, P3, dash, Pn. Okay, any number of processes are there. So in the Peterson, how many processes are there? Only two processes, P0, P1. Okay, right. So in this also we start with P0 better. Okay, so think about P0, P1, P2, something like this. And okay, in the strict alteration, how many processes are there? Okay, same here also we are having only two processes, P0, P1. And next, now TSL, tell me, TSL may progress is satisfied, progress is satisfied or not satisfied? Satisfied. So in the Peterson, progress satisfied, okay, yes, satisfied. And next, okay, in the strict alteration, progress is satisfied or not satisfied? Not satisfied. We have common critical section between the process here. We have common critical section between the processes here. We have common critical section between the processes here. Okay, just listen. Okay, if you want to copy, later you can copy. You can pause my video. I will give you the time. Okay, pehle suno. Now, so why progress satisfied in this and why progress not satisfied in this? Now, okay, progress ka definition. I am saying again, once again, simple thing for the progress is whenever the critical section is free, whoever is interested, that should be allowed to enter into critical section. Okay, that is a simple. We have given 3-4 statements, meaning of all that is same. अगर critical section खाली है, जो process जाना चाह रहा है वो जाना चाहिए, बस इतना ये मतलब है. Next, now come to the TSL. Now TSL में what you will do is you are having multiple process. Okay, P0, P1, P2, P3 like this. Think about only process P0. Listen carefully, later you can copy. So think about only P0. So take the P0 into critical section, bring the P0 into critical section. तो मतलब क्या है? Okay, P0 को CS में लाओ, इसका मतलब पूरा कोड चला के TSL RI M of flag, okay, compare the register value with the 0 and jump if it is non-zero step 1, okay, पूरा कोड चला के, so bring that into critical section and then remove that from the critical section. Remove करना मतलब क्या है? Store, okay, M of flag as a 0, okay, so okay, again, so remove that from the critical section. So okay, now what happens once it is entered into critical section? CS खाली था, okay, आया और चले गया. Now again, okay, जब ये बाहर चले गया तो now critical section is free. Now what you will do is again you bring P0 into critical section, again remove the P0 from critical section, and again now the critical section free हो गया और चले गया, बाहर चले गया. Now again you bring the P0 into critical section and again you remove the okay process from critical section. So no problem. इसका मतलब क्या है? Whenever critical section is free, it can come any number of times and it can go any number of times. जब CS free है, कितने बार भी आ सकता है, कितने बार भी जा सकता है, तो इसलिए progress is satisfied. Next, यहाँ पे Peterson algorithm में, okay, here also you are having two process. Think about only P0. Okay, यहाँ पे only P0. So this think about only P0. So what you will do is the same thing. You bring the P0 into critical section. ओके क्या करना? P0 को CS में लाना मतलब पूरा ओके कोड चलाना. Void enter region, okay, integer process, integer other equal to 1 minus process, index of process equal to true, turn equal to process, and पूरा while condition चला के पूरा P0 को CS के अंदर लाओ. and then remove the p naught from critical section. क्या करना, interest of process को false करना. पीटरसन का कोड बात कर रहा हूँ, पीटरसन का कोड है. ओके ऐसे ये पी नॉट अंदर आया और बाहर चले गया तो अभी सी एस खाली हो गया, सी एस खाली हो गया. अभी सी एस खाली हो गया तो फिर से पी नॉट को सी एस के अंदर लाओ. ओके फिर से बाहर निकालो, नो प्रॉब्लम. अभी फिर से ऐसे ही बाहर गया तो नाउ अगेन द क्रिटिकल सेक्शन इज फ्री. नाउ अगेन यू ब्रिंग पी नॉट इनटू क्रिटिकल सेक्शन, अगेन रिमूव दैट फ्रॉम द क्रिटिकल सेक्शन. So no problem. It means what? It can come any number of times and it can go any number of times. Okay, when the critical section is free. So no problem at all. Next, now you do the same thing in the strict alteration. Strict alteration. Listen here. Here also now critical section is free. Now think about only P naught here. Okay, I am talking about strict alteration. So first, bring the P naught into critical section. Bring the P naught into critical section. Okay, execute the code. Okay, so non-critical section while true, non-critical section while turn not equal to 0 semicolon वो पूरा कोड चला के strict alteration कोड चला के. So bring the p naught into critical section and next remove the p naught from critical section. Now remember when you remove the p naught from critical section, now what happened? Critical section is free now. Yes or no? p naught आया था, cs free था तो p naught आया, उसके बाद p naught को बाहर निकाल दिया तो अभी critical section तो खाली है. Now what you do is same thing, you again bring the p naught into critical section. You again bring the p naught into critical section, but remember now this is not possible. Now this is strictly not possible. Now you again bring the p naught into critical section. That is not possible. Now remember p naught left the critical section. Now CS became free, completely free. Now again you are bringing the p naught into critical section, but it cannot enter into critical section. Is the point clear? So that is the reason progress is not satisfied here. Now, if some question is given asking to check for the progress, you can apply the simple technique. You simply take one process and bring that into critical section and remove. Bring that into critical section and remove. It can come any number of times, then no problem. Progress satisfied. Remember, important point. You can apply this technique. Only after checking for deadlock. Why? Because if this is satisfied, let's say this is satisfied, but in the program it is having deadlock. It means progress is not satisfied. I have given that in the important points. Okay, if any solution is having deadlock, progress is not satisfied. If any solution having deadlock, progress is not satisfied. So first you have to check for what? Deadlock. Now how to check for deadlock, that you will understand going forward. Okay, all are getting blocked, all are getting stuck up in the while loop. Okay, that is called as deadlock. How to check, you will understand going forward, don't worry. First you check for the deadlock. If you are having deadlock in the system, straight away progress is not satisfied. If you are having deadlock in the system, straight away progress is not satisfied. If you don't have deadlock, then also progress may be satisfied or may not be satisfied. If there is no deadlock in the problem, then you apply this technique. So पहले deadlock को check करना, deadlock है तो सीधा progress not satisfied. अगर deadlock नहीं है, then also progress may be satisfied, may not be satisfied. Then you can apply this technique. Okay. Now important note here. So I am writing here. We can apply the above technique. We can apply the above technique. We can apply the above technique only after checking for deadlock. Only after checking for deadlock. So hope the board is visible. We can apply the above technique only after checking for what? Deadlock. Okay. So this is the important thing you should remember. Okay, if anybody is having small doubt related to progress, I think with this, okay, you are going to understand, okay, what is the meaning of progress and how to check for the progress. Hope this is clear for you. Right. So, okay, so if you want, you can make the copy of this, okay, properly, write the proper notes if you want, okay. Don't keep the semaphore heading. This is different topic. Okay, कुछ लोग semaphore heading भी लगाया, stupid fellows. Okay, so don't keep. ये अलग है. Okay, next topic है. So copy from here only. Pause my video and copy from here. Okay, I am removing this. You can pause my video and copy all this. Make a proper notes. Okay, I am repeating. Okay, you are not watching the movie. This is just like as if you are sitting in the class. That is how we are teaching. That is how I am teaching. Okay, so especially I am teaching. So make a proper notes, because notes is very much required at the time of revision. Okay, okay. If you want to do the revision of the notes, obviously notes is required. Okay, if you don't make the proper notes, what you will revise? So that is important. Okay. Okay. Next, we'll move on to the next topic. So that is important topic, that is the semaphore. Next, okay, keep the heading. Okay, abhi heading lagao, operating system type of solution. This is the third type of solution we are studying. Operating system type of solution, that is a semaphore. Okay, operating system type of solution, that is semaphore. So what is the meaning of semaphore? Let us try to understand what is the meaning of semaphore. So just note down the definition. Note down the definition. Semaphore is an integer variable. Semaphore is an integer variable used by various processes in a mutual exclusive manner to achieve synchronization. Semaphore is an integer variable used by various processes in a mutual exclusive manner to achieve synchronization. Okay, right. Now understand here. Okay, the answer is no. Semaphore is what? Integer variable. What is that you have written? Integer variable. Okay, used by various processes in a mutual exclusive manner. See, what is semaphore? Semaphore is nothing but what? It is just like an integer variable. Don't worry, you will understand the proper definition. I will show you all that at the end of the semaphore. As of now, semaphore is an integer variable. Don't think what is semaphore and all. Nothing is there. Semaphore is just an integer variable used by various processes in a mutual exclusive manner. Mutual exclusive manner means nothing but what? One by one they will make use of that. One by one they will make use. In a mutual exclusive manner to achieve synchronization. Remember, to achieve synchronization, semaphore is a technique. Semaphore is a technique to achieve synchronization. Okay, remember, just because you are using semaphore, you will not get the synchronization always. Just because you are using semaphore, you will not get the synchronization always. Okay, remember, semaphore is a technique to implement synchronization. If you are using that technique in a improper manner, that will also give you wrong results. So don't think like, okay, just because you are using semaphore, you get right answer. No, semaphore is a technique. Okay, it's a proper technique to achieve synchronization. So if you are implementing the semaphore, if you are using the semaphore in a wrong manner, that will also give you what? Wrong results. Okay, note down. Make a note of next point. Improper usage of semaphore. Improper usage of semaphore will also give wrong results. Improper usage of semaphore will also give wrong results. Okay, full stop. Right. So improper usage of semaphore will also give wrong results. So improper use of semaphore, it means wrong way में use कर रहा है. Okay, वो technique को अगर गलत तरीके से use कर रहा है, that will also give you okay wrong results. Okay, right. Note down. Next, note down. Continuation. Semaphore is categorized into two types. Next point. Semaphore is categorized into two types. One is counting semaphore, and next one is binary semaphore. Semaphore is categorized two types. One is a counting semaphore and next is a binary semaphore. Next, now listen here. So whether it can be counting semaphore or it can be binary semaphore, listen here. If you take counting semaphore takes the values from minus infinity to plus infinity. Note down. Next, counting semaphore. Semaphore categorized two types, counting semaphore or binary semaphore. Counting semaphore takes values from minus infinity to plus infinity. It means what? 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 10, plus 10, okay, whatever. So, binary semaphore takes only values either 0 or 1. Binary semaphore takes values, only two values, either 0 or 1. So, binary means either 0 or 1, you can easily understand. So, counting semaphore takes values from minus infinity to plus infinity, okay. So, any value, okay, like 1, 2, 3, 4, minus 1, plus 1, okay, any value, okay, right. Now, remember next, whether it can be counting semaphore or whether it can be binary semaphore, remember the two different operations will be performed on the semaphore variable. Two different operations performed on the semaphore variable. So, what are the two different operations performed on the semaphore variable? Note down. The first one is down operation. Down is also called as a wait operation, or it is also called as a P operation. Note down. Down or wait or P. And the second one next is a up operation. Up is also called as a signal operation or V operation, or sometimes it is also called as a release. So, meaning of both is same only. Okay, look at here. So, it means like up operation, okay, signal or V release, okay, इसका सबका मतलब same ही है. So, down operation also called as wait or P. So, in the different question they use a different name, okay, मतलब तो same है. Copy करो, देख रहे कुछ लोग, right. So, okay, down operation, down or wait or P, and up, okay, next is the signal or V or release. So, meaning of all that is same. And next, now remember, okay, so whether it is a counting semaphore or binary semaphore, you perform the same two operations on the variable. Okay, counting semaphore variable पे या binary semaphore variable, you perform the two operations. But remember, the way you perform in the counting semaphore, the way you perform in the binary semaphore will be different. The way you perform in counting semaphore, the way you perform in binary semaphore will be different. So, how you are going to perform in the counting semaphore and how you perform in the binary semaphore? So, let us try to understand that. Let us try to understand that. So, keep the heading counting semaphore. So, keep the heading counting semaphore. So, note down, copy this counting semaphore down and up operations. Okay, so down semaphore yes, and s dot value equal to s dot value minus 1. If s dot value is less than 0, then block the process and place its PCB in the suspended list. Place its PCB in the suspended list. Okay, understand. So, that is a down operation. Next is a up operation. Copy this. So, s dot value equal to s dot value plus 1. So, if s dot value is less than or equal to 0, then select a process from suspended list and wake up. Select a process from suspended list and wake up. So, copy this. Properly copy both the down and the up operations. Okay. So I think all of you copied. So let's listen here. So what is the meaning of this down and up operations? Let's try to understand. So the answers no, it is all important. So we are going to solve various gate questions. So based on this up and down operation. So please listen carefully. Understand here. So in the down operation, okay, when the process is performing down operation on the counting semaphore variable, when the process performing down operation on the counting semaphore variable, so this is what is going to happen. Okay, what is happening here? You are reading the semaphore value. So you are reading semaphore value. So semaphore value can be what? Okay, it can be any value. Counting semaphore hai, so it can be any value like minus infinity to plus infinity. So it can be any value. So you are just reading the semaphore value, and after that you are decrementing the value by 1. So simple s dot value equal to s dot value minus 1. You are simply decrementing the value by 1. So after decrementing the semaphore value, okay, you are checking semaphore value is less than 0. Semaphore value is less than 0. Less than 0 means what? Negative value, negative. So if this is true, listen here. If this is true, then what you are doing here? Block the process and place its PCB. PCB means what? Process control block. PCB in the suspended list. So remember, if this condition is true, then we are simply blocking the process. And place its PCB, process control block, in the suspended list. So it means we are simply going to suspend the process. Okay, and place its PCB in the suspended list. Understand this point. So अगर ये condition true है, समझ में आएगा, पूरा समझ में आएगा, पहले सुनो मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ, टेंशन लेने को मत लो, right? So now understand here. So if this condition is true, you are doing this. Okay, if this condition is false, okay, you don't have any else code here. Listen here. So you are first reading the semaphore value, decrementing the value by 1. After that you are checking this condition. Okay, is that value is less than 0. अगर ये condition true है, then you are doing this. You simply block the process and place its PCB in the suspended list. It means it will not continue further execution. It will be placed in the suspended list. Now remember, अगर ये condition true है तो आप ये कर रहे हैं. अगर ये condition false है, if this condition is false, remember you don't have any else code here. So if this condition is false, so it means process will continue further execution in the code. If this condition is false, the process will continue further execution in the code. Now remember, when the process is performing down operation, on the counting semaphore variable, you are having okay, two cases. One is successful down operation and the next is unsuccessful down operation. You are having two things, successful down operation and next is what? Unsuccessful down operation. Remember, after performing down operation, if the process is getting suspended, मैं नोट्स देता हूं, पहले सुनो अच्छे से, नोट्स देता हूं. After performing down operation, if the process is getting suspended, then it is called as a unsuccessful down operation. That's called as what? Unsuccessful down operation. Now tell me, when the process will get suspended? If the semaphore value is what? Less than 0. After performing down operation, okay, if the process is getting suspended, then that is called as what? Unsuccessful down operation. If it is a unsuccessful down operation, then the process will not continue further execution. If it is unsuccessful down operation, process will not continue further execution. So further execution continue nahi karega and the process will be placed in the suspended list. And remember next, after performing down operation, if the process is not getting suspended, then that is called as a successful down operation. After performing down operation, if the process is okay, not getting suspended, then that is called as a successful down operation. If it is a successful down operation, so then only process will continue further execution in the code. Further execution in the code. Is the point clear for everyone? Right? So, if the after performing down operation, if the process is not getting suspended, अगर suspend नहीं हो रहा है, बताओ कब suspend नहीं होगा? If the semaphore value is not less than 0, so then that is called as what? Successful down operation. If it is successful down operation, then only process will continue further execution in the code. Okay, if it is successful down operation, then only process will continue further execution in the code. Is the point clear? Right. Next. Now, listen here, my notes देता हूँ. पहले सुनो, 1 minute सुनो. Let's say initial value of semaphore ESC is 7 plus 7. Okay. So let's say initial value of semaphore is plus 7. Counting semaphore value कुछ भी हो सकता है, minus infinity plus infinity. Now let's say initial value of semaphore ESC is plus 7. Now I am performing down operation. So then what happens? You are reading semaphore value. Tell me what happens. S dot value equal to S dot value minus 1. You decrement the value by 1. So that is it becomes 6. That becomes 6. Next, now tell me 6 less than 0. True or false? 6 less than 0. True or false? False. Okay, look at here. If it is true, you execute this. If it is false, okay, now you continue the further execution. Now tell me 6 less than 0 false. Okay, so it means it will continue further execution. Now tell me it is successful down operation or unsuccessful? Successful down operation. Very good. So successful down operation, so it will continue further execution in the code. Is that clear? So make a note of these points. Make a note. Note down. After performing down operation, if the process is getting suspended, then it is called as बताओ क्या होगा? That is called as a unsuccessful down operation. Unsuccessful down operation. Next point. If it is a unsuccessful down operation, then process will not continue further execution. It will not continue further execution in the code. Full stop. Next point. After performing down operation, if the process is not getting suspended, then it is called as a successful down operation. Next, if it is next point, if it is successful down operation, then only process will continue further execution in the code. Okay, right. So that is about the down operation. Okay, right. So मैं repeat कर रहा हूँ. So यहाँ पे क्या याद रखने के लिए क्या है बताओ? Important points हैं. Down operation में दो चीज होगा, successful, unsuccessful. Remember, if it is successful down operation, then only you continue further execution. If it is unsuccessful down operation, then process will be placed in the suspended list. Okay. Now tell me, I am coming from the first. Okay, I am just giving one more example. Now same thing I am repeating. Okay, let's say semaphore value. Initial value is plus 7. Okay, initial value of semaphore is plus 7. Now tell me, initial value of semaphore is plus 7. If I perform down operation, let's see what will happen. So same, reading the semaphore value, that is 7. Okay, decrementing the value by 1, so that becomes 6. Now 6 less than 0, true or false? 6 less than 0, true or false? False. So if it is false, it will continue further execution. Now tell me, successful or unsuccessful? Successful down operation. Very good. So now I am asking the question to you. Think and tell me. Think and tell me. I am asking the question. Let's say initial value of semaphore S, counting semaphore S is, initial value is plus 9. Listen carefully. Initial value of semaphore is plus 9. Code आपके सामने है. Code आपके सामने है. Initial value of semaphore is plus 9. Now tell me how many successful down operations we can perform. Initial value of semaphore is plus 9. Now tell me how many successful down operations we can perform. 8, 9, 10, 11, 7. Think and tell me. Code आपके सामने है. Initial value of semaphore is plus 9. Pause my video. कोई सोच रहा है तो pause my video. Right. Okay. So let's see what is the right answer. Okay. So initial value of semaphore is a plus 9. So how many successful down operation we can perform? Somebody is counting like this. 1, 2, 3, 4 ऐसा होता है. Okay, ऐसे count कर रहा है. Right. So initial value of semaphore is a plus 9. How many successful down operation we can perform? That is a 9 successful down operations you can perform. Okay. So if you are having doubt, if you are having simple doubt, listen here, why you are worried? Too much confusion, I don't understand. So let's say initial value semaphore is a plus 1. Let's say आपको 9 से doubt है, 9 से बहुत बड़ा number है, count कर रहा है, 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. So take the plus 1. Initial value semaphore is a plus 1. Now tell me, if I take semaphore value plus 1, how many successful down operation you can perform? Okay, you are reading semaphore value. Okay, look at here. So then decrementing the value by 1. There go 1 minus 1. 1 minus 1 is what? 0. Now, okay, now you are checking this. 0 less than 0. Now tell me, 0 less than 0. True or false? 0 less than 0. True or false? कुछ लोग सोच रहे हैं, right? 0 less than 0. False. Okay, if it is false, okay, look at here. So it will continue the further execution. So 0 less than 0, it is false. False means it will continue further execution. So it means what? Successful or unsuccessful? Successful down operation. ओके उसके बाद अभी देखो ये 0 हो गया. सो 0 के बाद अगर फिर से अगर मैं डाउन करता हूं तो 0 माइनस 1 क्या होगा? -1. -1 लेस देन 0 ट्रू, तो इट विल बी सस्पेंडेड. सो इसका मतलब क्या है? ओके +1 है तो 1 सक्सेसफुल होगा. सेम मैनर अगर +9 है तो देन 9 सक्सेसफुल डाउन ऑपरेशंस यू कैन परफॉर्म. इज दैट क्लियर? So don't confuse that. Is that clear? So it means what? I am repeating. Okay, if the semaphore value is a +9, it means you can perform 9 successful down operations. It means positive value of the counting semaphore indicates number of successful down operations we can perform. Positive value of the semaphore, initial value of the counting semaphore, positive value, okay, of the semaphore, okay, represents the number of successful down operations we can perform. No doubt. Continuation, keep it as note. Keep it as note. No doubt. Positive value of the semaphore. Positive value of the semaphore indicates. Positive value of the semaphore indicates number of successful down operations we can perform. Number of successful down operations we can perform. Okay, right. So that you should remember. Okay, so that is about the down operation. Okay, so hope all the things are clear. So that is about the down operation. Next, okay, even small doubt is there. Don't worry, everything will be clarified. So next, come to the up operation. Okay, so in the up operation, okay, same thing here also. You are reading semaphore value. Okay, you are reading the semaphore value. Yes, sir. Now same thing, semaphore value क्या हो सकता है? Okay, any value from -infinity to +infinity. Same thing because counting semaphore है. You are reading semaphore value, and after that you are incrementing the value by 1. Listen here. So is that value equal to is that value +1? You are incrementing the value by 1, and after that you are checking semaphore value is less than or equal to 0. You are checking it is less than or equal to 0. If it is true, listen here. If it is true, then select a process from suspended list. Select a process from suspended list and wake up. It means we are going to select one of the process from the suspended list and wake up. Wake up means what? That suspended process will also continue the execution. Now remember, okay, in the up operation, the answer is not just say you are reading semaphore value, and after that, okay, you are incrementing the value by 1. After that, if S dot value, semaphore value is less than or equal to 0, if it is true, you select a process from suspended list and wake up, and again the process will continue the execution. And okay, if this condition is false, then also process will continue the execution. So if this condition is true, then also process will continue. And if this condition is false, you select a process from suspended list and wake up, and again the process will continue. So it means what? It means there is no unsuccessful up operation. Up operation is always successful. There is no unsuccessful up operation. Up operation is always successful. Okay, the process performing up operation will definitely continue the execution. Process performing up operation will definitely continue the execution. So listen here. Let's say initial value of semaphore S is plus 7. Okay, the answer सुनो अच्छे से. Okay, everything follows a question. Next आपको question करना होगा. The answer सुनो अच्छे से. So initial value of semaphore S is plus 7. Now I am performing up operation. I am performing up operation. So you are reading semaphore value, and next after that you are incrementing value by 1. So बताओ increment करें तो क्या हो जाएगा, बताओ ये 8 होगा. And next semaphore value less than or equal to 0. 8 less than or equal to 0. True or false? False. If it is false, successful or unsuccessful? Successful. False है तो be successful. True है तो be successful. Is that clear? So it means there is no unsuccessful up operation. Up operation is always successful. Is that clear? No doubt. Note down the point. No doubt. There is no unsuccessful up operation. There is no unsuccessful up operation, and up operation is always successful. Up operation is always successful. Full stop. Next point. The process performing up operation. The process performing up operation will definitely continue further execution. Will definitely continue further execution in the code. Will definitely continue further execution in the code. Is that clear? So that is about up operation. Is that clear? Okay. So same thing, okay, what you need to remember here in the up operation, process performing up operation will definitely continue execution. There is no unsuccessful up operation. Up operation always successful. Okay. So जो process up operation करेगा वो पक्का continue तो करेगा. अगर ये condition true है तो it will select a process suspend and wake up and again continue. अगर ये condition false है then also it will continue. Okay. Point clear? अगर अभी भी थोड़ा डाउट है, टेंशन लेने की जरूरत नहीं है. बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस करेंगे, एग्जांपल्स करेंगे, सो पूरा बताऊंगा. इजलिए सो एक ही घंटे में 10-15 मिनट में पूरा समझ में नहीं आएगा. सो प्लीज वेट. ओके, नेक्स्ट नोट डाउन द क्वेश्चन. जस्ट नोट डाउन द क्वेश्चन. नोट डाउन. कंसिडर ए सिस्टम. क्वेश्चन लिखो. कंसिडर ए सिस्टम which has the initial value of the counting semaphore S. Initial value of the counting semaphore S is plus 17. So I am writing here. Initial value of the counting semaphore S is plus 17. Initial value of counting semaphore S is plus 17. Then various semaphore operations. Then various semaphore operations like various semaphore operations like note down 23p 14v 8p okay 9v 3p are performed. Okay, yes, listen, copy this. Okay, S equal to initial value semaphore is plus 17. 23p. P मतलब क्या है? Down operation. V मतलब up operation, right? So 23p, 14v and 8p, okay, 9v and 3p are performed. Then what is? No doubt. Then what is the final value of the? Then what is the final value of counting semaphore. Then what is the final value of the counting semaphore? Okay. Then what is the final value of the counting semaphore? Okay. Right. So remember, just know a small hint. Don't worry about how many are successful or how many are unsuccessful. Just concentrate only on the semaphore value. Semaphore value. Question में बोला है कि what is the final value of semaphore? So don't worry how many successful, how many unsuccessful. Just think about only. Okay. Right. So that is the फाइनल वैल्यू ऑफ सेमाफोर, वो आपको निकालना है. सो सॉल्व करो, पास माय वीडियो एंड सॉल्व. पास करो मेरा वीडियो को. Okay. So what is the answer you are getting? Okay. Now listen here. So somebody is having doubt. Okay, listen here. So what is the right answer? Let's try to understand. Okay, it's okay. Just listen here. So 23p. Okay, look at here. Every time when you perform down operation, semaphore value is decremented by 1. Every time when you perform down operation, semaphore value is decremented by 1. So in that case, okay, every time when you perform down operation, semaphore value decremented by 1. It means 23 times you are performing down operation. It means what? 23 times value will be decremented. So it means what? Okay, look at here. So initial value of semaphore is what? 17. I am writing here. Initial value 17. So next, now 23 times you are decrementing value. So that becomes minus 23. And next 14 times you are incrementing value. Okay, देखो, every time when you perform up operation, semaphore value will be incremented by 1. Semaphore value incremented by 1. So that becomes okay, plus 14. And next okay, 8p. So 8 times again decrement होगा. So minus 8. And next 9 times again increment होगा. So plus 9. And next 3 times decrement होगा. So minus 3. So how much is this value? Okay, check करो अच्छे से. So I don't have calculators. Okay, you can do it by yourself. 17 minus 23 plus 14. Okay, minus 8 plus 9. Okay, minus 3. So answer is 6, right? Okay, please check it out. Okay, verify. I am poor in addition subtraction, so please check it out. Okay. Okay. So this is how, okay, you solve the problem. Is the point clear? Okay. Next, let's take one more example. Okay. Next, you will understand important point next. Okay. So next, listen carefully. Okay. So I am writing here. Okay. Just listen carefully. So board is actually small. Just listen here. Okay. Now, okay, the answer सुनो अच्छे से, बाद में copy करो. पहले सुनो अच्छे से. Initial value of semaphore is plus 1. Okay. Initial value of semaphore is plus 1. And next, okay. So I am taking the suspended list here. So I am taking suspended list. There is no process present in the suspended list now. Now process P1, the answer सुनो अच्छे से. The answer सुनो अच्छे से. Process P1 is performing down operation. Listen carefully. Process P1 performing down operation. Okay. So when P1 is performing down operation, P मतलब down operation, तो क्या होगा बताओ? Decrement by 1 होगा. So this becomes 0. Now tell me, successful or unsuccessful? Successful or unsuccessful? Successful. So I am writing here successful down operation. Successful है तो क्या होगा? It will continue further execution in the code. Continue करेगा. Next. Now process P2 performing down operation. So P2 also performing down operation. तो क्या होगा? So semaphore value 0 है. So 0 minus 1, that will be minus 1. Minus 1 less than 0. So first of all ये decrement करे तो ये क्या होगा बताओ? Minus 1 होगा. Minus 1 होगा. Minus 1 less than 0, true. So that will be placed in the suspended list. So now look at here. Now tell me, first of all, is it successful or unsuccessful? Unsuccessful down operation. And P2 will go into what? Suspended list. P2 will go into suspended list. And next, now we are performing, okay, one more down operation. Listen carefully. Now semaphore value is minus 1. Now process P3 is also performing down operation. So P3 performing down operation. Okay, look at here, one more down operation. Now semaphore value decremented by 1. So this becomes what? Minus 2 here. minus 2. Now minus 2 less than 0, true or false? True. If it is true, then it will be suspended. Now tell me, successful or unsuccessful? Negative में गया, successful or unsuccessful? Unsuccessful, down operation. So P3 will also go into what? Suspended list. So P3 will also go into suspended list. So it means what you are understanding? Okay, just observe these parameters, observe this one. Okay, what do you understand here? Semaphore value is minus 2. If the semaphore value is minus 2 here, it means how many processes are in the suspended list? Okay, 2 processes are in the suspended list. If the semaphore value is minus 2, then 2 processes are in the suspended list. So it means what? Negative value of the semaphore, negative value of the counting semaphore indicates number of processes blocked. Number of processes in the suspended list. Blocked or suspended list दोनों का मतलब सेम ही है. ब्लॉक हुआ तो वो सस्पेंडेड लिस्ट में भेजा जाएगा. Exactly. So ब्लॉक करेंगे तो वो सस्पेंड लिस्ट में आ जाएगा. So negative value of the counting semaphore indicates number of processes blocked. और ब्रेसेस में लिख सकते हैं in the suspended list. पहले स्टेटमेंट लिखो. पहले मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ स्टेटमेंट लिखो. Keep it as note. Keep it as note. Note down the statement and afterwards you copy this example. So note down the statement. Negative value of the, keep it as note. Negative value of the counting semaphore, negative value of the counting semaphore indicates, negative value of the counting semaphore indicates number of processes blocked, number of process blocked. Okay, or braces में लिखो in the suspended list, in the suspended list. Number of process blocked or brace में लिखो in the suspended list. So take this as example. So with this example, note down. Next continuation में example लिखो. So with this example you can understand here. So देखो यहाँ पे semaphore value minus 2 है, negative value. Then how many process in the suspended list here? 2 process in the suspended list. So you will have a clarity. Okay, with that example. So please copy this. Please copy this properly. Okay, so you can pause my video and copy that. Okay, right. Okay, so next okay, let's take up the question. Let's solve some gate question. Question लिखो. Don't look into the workbook. So actually, so it is a try yourself question, so answer is there. Note down the question. Question लिखो. So this is GATE 2016. GATE 2016 asks for 2 marks. Asks for 2 marks. Okay. Right. Consider a counting semaphore variable. Consider a counting semaphore variable. Yes. यहाँ पे लिख रहा हूँ. Consider counting semaphore variable. Yes. Then consider counting semaphore variable. Yes. Then various semaphore operations. Then various semaphore operations like 20p, 12v. Various semaphore operations like 20p, 12v are performed. 20p, 12v are performed. Then what is the largest initial value of semaphore yes? What is the largest initial value of semaphore yes, so that one process will remain blocked. So that one process will remain blocked. Okay. So what is the largest initial value of semaphore yes? Okay. Now so that one process will remain blocked. So he has given okay dash like this and question mark. So it is a okay numerical type question. So आपको टाइप करना है 1 2 3 4 okay whatever the value get, so you have to type here. आपको टाइप करना होगा. Okay. So think and solve the question. pause my video. If you are slow in solving the question, pause my video. You should not see the solution. I will wait around 5 seconds in the live, 5 to 10 seconds. Okay. So now understand here. So what is the answer? Okay, answer is 7. Okay, look at here. So initial value semaphore is okay. Yes, you need to find out. So it's performing 20p operation. So it means minus 20 and 12v. So plus 12. So that must be equated with what? He want one process should remain blocked. Okay, so that should be equated with what? Minus 1. Is that clear? So negative value अभी तो लिखा है नोट में, negative value semaphore indicates number of process blocked. So एक process blocked चाहिए तो इसको this must be equated with what? Minus 1. So please solve this equation. So that is S value is 7. Okay, so check करो, solve that equation. So don't do simple mathematical mistakes. Okay, so this is how okay you solve the problem. Right. So that is about counting semaphore. So the simple question asks for 2 marks. So if you are lucky, then you will get these kind of questions. Right. Look at here. So it may be easy for you, but not for everyone. Right. So that also important. Okay. So next. Okay. Let's move on to next one. Binary semaphore. So let's see the down and up operation of a binary semaphore. So let's see down and up operation of binary semaphore. Copy करो. So copy this. Okay, please copy this. So this is the down and up operation of a binary semaphore. Okay, so binary semaphore takes only 2 values, 0 or 1. Okay, so if anybody is still copying, so please pause my video and copy. So I am moving on to explanation. Right. So this is the down operation on the binary semaphore and this is the up operation on the binary semaphore. Next we are going to solve various questions on this. So please follow carefully. Right. So binary semaphore means you know that already it takes only 2 values. Okay, either 0 or 1. So in the binary semaphore, okay, in the down operation, same thing, you are reading the semaphore value. When you are reading semaphore value can be what? Only two values, either 0 or 1. So first, okay, you are checking semaphore value equal to 1. So if the semaphore value is equal to 1, so you are making semaphore value is what? 0. Listen here. So first you are reading semaphore value equal to 1. Now you simply make semaphore value as what? 0. So after that what happens? After that you continue the execution. Process will continue the execution. Remember, if the semaphore value equal to 1, you simply make it to 0, then the process will continue execution. So else means what? Okay, else means if the semaphore value is 0, initially 0. If the semaphore value is initially 0, then you come to else part. Okay, then else part mein kya kare? You simply block the process and place its PCB, same process control block, in the suspended list. Now remember, same thing here also. Okay, here also in the down operation you are having two cases. One is a successful down operation and the next is a unsuccessful down operation. Successful down operation and unsuccessful down operation. After performing down operation, if the process is getting suspended, then that is called as what? Unsuccessful down operation. And after performing down operation, okay, the process getting suspended, that is a unsuccessful down operation. If it is unsuccessful down operation, then process will not continue further execution. Unsuccessful hai to further continue nahi karega. Okay, same thing. After performing down operation, if the process is not getting suspended, agar suspend nahi ho raha hai, after performing down operation, if the process is not getting suspended, agar suspend nahi ho raha hai, that is called as a successful down operation. If the process is not getting suspended, that is called as a successful down operation. If it is successful down operation, then the process will continue further execution in the code. Is that clear? So that is the meaning of okay, down operation on the binary semaphore. Just listen here. So first, okay, initial value of semaphore क्या हो सकता है? Either 0 or 1. So I am assuming, let's say initial value of semaphore is 1. So if the initial value of semaphore is 1, then what you are doing? You are checking this condition. You are reading the value. Is that value equal to 1? So is it 1? Yes. If it is 1, you simply make it to what? 0. बस इतना ही है. 1 है तो इसको 0 करो. बस इतना ही. Next, after that, okay, what happens? Okay, 1 है तो 0 किया. उसके बाद it will continue the further execution. Now tell me, successful down operation था, one unsuccessful था, सक्सेसफुल डाउन ऑपरेशन था. इसलिए सो ये अनसक्सेसफुल कब होगा? अगर इनिशियल वैल्यू सेमाफोर क्या है? 0 है. इनिशियल वैल्यू 0 है तो क्या होगा बताओ? इनिशियल वैल्यू 0 है तो क्या होगा? सेमाफोर वैल्यू इक्वल टू 0. ट्रू और फॉल्स? फॉल्स. तो फॉल्स है तो इट कम्स टू एल्स प्लॉट. सो सिंपली ब्लॉक द प्रोसेस एंड प्लेस इट्स पीसीबी इन द सस्पेंड लिस्ट. सो प्रोसेस को अपन सस्पेंड लिस्ट में भेजेंगे. इसलिए सो सेम थिंग हियर ऑल्सो. ओके, अगर वो सस्पेंड लिस्ट में गया तो विल इट कंटिन्यू एग्जीक्यूशन? नो, दैट इज कॉल्ड एज अ unsuccessful down operation. So unsuccessful है तो it will be placed in the suspended list and it will not continue further execution. Further execution continue नहीं करेगा. Right. So now note down the points here. Note down the points. After performing down operation, if the process is getting suspended, then it is called as unsuccessful down operation. That is called as a unsuccessful down operation. Next point, if it is a unsuccessful down operation, then the process will not continue. Further execution in the code. Process will not continue further execution in the code. Note down. Next point. After performing down operation, if the process is not getting suspended, then it is called as a successful down operation. that is called as a successful down operation. If it is a successful down operation, okay, successful down operation, no down. Next point, next point. If it is successful down operation, then only process will continue. Further execution in the code. With successful down operation, then only process will continue further execution in the code. Is that clear? Right. So that is about the down operation. Is that clear? So यहाँ पे याद रखने के लिए क्या है? Only 2 points. Successful down operation है, then only it will continue further execution. Unsuccessful है, तो it will not continue further execution. Okay. So that is about the down operation. Next. Now second point. Okay. Next come to up operation. Listen here. In the up operation, what you are doing? Look at here. You are reading the semaphore value. So same thing, you are reading semaphore value. So what will the semaphore value क्या होगा? Either 0 or 1. Only 2 options because it is a binary semaphore. You are having only 2 options, either 0 or 1. So after reading semaphore value, okay, you are checking if the suspended list is empty. Listen here. After reading the semaphore value, okay, you are checking suspended list is empty. So इसका मतलब क्या है? There is no suspended process. Suspended list is empty. इसका मतलब कोई भी suspended process नहीं है. If that is true, अगर ये condition true है, then only you make semaphore value as what? 1. Then you will make semaphore value as what? 1. So else, suspended list empty है, तो you make semaphore value 1. Okay, that is fine. Okay, next else. Else मतलब क्या है? Else मतलब suspended list is not empty. Suspended list is not empty. It means what? There is already some suspended process. There is already some suspended process. Then what you are doing here? Okay, else. There is already some suspended process. Then what you are doing? Select a process from suspended list and wake up. So we are going to select one of the process from the suspended list and wake up. So wake up means what? That suspended process will also continue the execution. The suspended process will also continue the execution. Is the point clear for everyone? Right. So now same thing here also. When the process is performing up operation, you are checking this condition, suspended list is empty. Okay, अगर ये condition true है, you make semaphore value to 1, then the process will continue the execution. अगर ये condition false है, if this condition is false, then you come to else part. You select a process from suspended list and again wake up, and again the process will continue. Right. So if this condition is true, you make semaphore value to 1, then the process will continue. If this condition is false, then you select a process from suspend list and wake up, and again the process will continue. So it means what? In any case, the process performing up operation will definitely continue the execution. There is no unsuccessful up operation. There is no unsuccessful up operation. Up operation is always successful. Up operation always successful. Is that clear? So अगर ये condition true है तो you make semaphore value to 1, then the process will continue. अगर ये condition false है, you select a process from suspend list and wake up, and again the process will continue. So in any case, you are not suspending the running process. Is that clear? Right. Make a note of this point. Make a note. There is no unsuccessful up operation. There is no unsuccessful up operation. And up operation is always successful. There is no unsuccessful up operation, and up operation is always successful. The process, next point Maliko, the process performing up operation, the process performing up operation will definitely continue the execution. The process performing up operation will definitely continue the execution. Right. So understand here. So that is about what? Up operation. Is the point clear for everyone? Right. So understand here. यहाँ पे important point. One more point. If the up operation if the suspended list is empty, then only you make semaphore value to 1. So that also you should remember carefully. Right. Now I will show you one example. So with that you will have clarity. Okay. So I write here. The answer सुना अच्छे से. Next you will solve the question. Just listen carefully. So I think this is visible. Okay, listen carefully. Initial value of a semaphore S equal to 1. Initial value semaphore S equal to 1 and there is no process present in the suspended list and process P1 is performing down operation. Code आपके सामने है, ध्यान से सुनना है अच्छे से. I think board is visible, right? Okay. So first a semaphore value, binary semaphore only. Code आपके सामने है, कोड को एग्जीक्यूट करो, ध्यान से सुनो अच्छे से. This is important. Okay, take it as example. बाद में कॉपी करो, पहले सुनो. So semaphore value 1 है, P1 performing down operation. When P1 is performing down operation, now tell me. So semaphore value क्या होगा? Semaphore value 1 है, तो you make it to what? 0. It becomes 0. Now tell me semaphore value 0 हो गया. Now tell me successful or unsuccessful? Successful or unsuccessful? Successful. Successful है तो क्या होगा? Process will continue further execution. Okay? उसका कोड में जो रहेगा नेक्स्ट वो कंटिन्यू करेगा. नेक्स्ट ध्यान से सुनो. Process P2 is also performing down operation. Process P2 also performing down operation. Now tell me semaphore value 0 है, 0 पे डाउन कर रहा है. So 0 है तो डाउन कर रहा है, तो डाउन कर तो क्या होगा? Semaphore value becomes -1. Right? Semaphore value becomes -1. Yes or no? Somebody saying yes sir. Stupid fellows sir. Okay, right? So 0 था, कोड आपके सामने है. Okay, ध्यान से सुनो अच्छे से. Okay, right? Say just execute the code only. Semaphore value 0 है, you are performing down operation. Execute the down operation. Semaphore value equal to 1. True or false? False. तो false है, तो it will directly come to else part. So it means what? Unsuccessful down operation. Unsuccessful down operation and P2 will go into what? Suspended list. P2 will go into suspended list. Is the point clear? Right? Okay, it means semaphore value क्या रहेगा? 0 ही रहेगा. 0 के ऊपर डाउन करे तो क्या होगा? 0 ही रहेगा. Okay, but unsuccessful होगा, process will go into suspended list. And next, process P3 performing down operation. P3 also performing down operation. तो क्या होगा बताओ? Okay, now down operation 0 के ऊपर down operation कर रहा है. Successful or unsuccessful? Unsuccessful. Semaphore value becomes 0 only. Okay, now P3 will go to suspended list. P3 will go to suspended list. Okay, now next, now P4, process P4 performing up operation. Process P4 performing up operation. कोड आपके सामने है. P4 performing up operation. तो क्या होगा? up operation कर रहा है, तो suspended list is empty. चेक करोगे, suspended list is empty. देखो यहाँ पे suspended list is empty. True or false? Suspended list empty. True or false? False. तो false है, suspended list okay, empty नहीं है. empty नहीं तो क्या होगा? else part में आओगे. select a process from suspend list and wake up. So पहले जो process suspend हुआ, okay, whichever the process suspended first, okay, that will wake up first. I will make the notes, don't worry, I will give the notes. So पहले जो आया वो wake up होगा. समझो P3 wake up हो गया, sorry P2 wake up हो गया, right? So now tell me, so P4 up operation किया, अभी ये P2 को wake up किया, तो wake up करे तो ये P4 का successful और unsuccessful? Successful. Up operation is always successful. Now semaphore value becomes 1. Semaphore value remains 0 only. कोड चलाओ, टेंशन मत लो. सस्पेंड लिस्ट एम्प्टी है, देन ओनली इट विल बिकम 1. इजली है, सस्पेंड लिस्ट एम्प्टी है तभी तो 1 होगा. अभी सस्पेंड लिस्ट एम्प्टी फॉल्स था तो आप इधर ही आया, तो सेमाफोर वैल्यू 1 कैसे होगा? कोड आपके सामने है इतना अच्छा. ओके, उसी को चलाओ, टेंशन लेते ज्यादा. राइट, नेक्स्ट, नाउ कमिंग टू द P5 परफॉर्मिंग अप ऑपरेशन. P5 performing up operation. Now tell me, same, execute the code. Suspend list empty. True or false? False. तो false है तो क्या होगा? Okay, you are going to wake up this process. Now tell me, successful operation, down operation, or successful up operation or unsuccessful? Successful. क्योंकि up operation always successful. Now the semaphore value remains 0 only. क्योंकि suspend list empty नहीं था. Okay, इसको wake up किया था. So semaphore value अभी भी 0 ही रहेगा. Next. Now P6, process P6. Performing up operation. P6 performing up operation. Now tell me, P6 जब up operation कर रहा है तो क्या होगा? Now same thing, कोड चलाओ. Suspend list is empty. True or false? True. Suspend list empty है तो अभी semaphore value क्या होगा? 1 होगा. Now the semaphore value becomes 1. Now tell me, successful or unsuccessful? Successful only. Up operation always successful. Now P7, process P7 performing up operation. P7 आके अभी भी अप ऑपरेशन कर रहा है, सेमाफोर वैल्यू क्या है 1 है, सो 1 के ऊपर अप ऑपरेशन कर रहा है, सो सेम सस्पेंडर लिस्ट एम्प्टी, ट्रू और फॉल्स, ट्रू, ट्रू है तो क्या होगा, ओके सक्सेसफुल और अनसक्सेसफुल, सक्सेसफुल, ओके सक्सेसफुल है तो सेमाफोर वैल्यू बिकम्स 2, सेमाफोर वैल्यू बिकम्स ओके 1 ओनली, इजली है, सो इसका मतलब 1 के ऊपर अप ऑपरेशन करे तो 1 नहीं होगा, क्योंकि बाइनरी सेमाफोर है, 2 कैसे होगा, बाइनरी सेमाफोर है ओनली 0 और 1, 2 कैसे होगा, सो इसका मतलब 1 के ऊपर अप करे तो 1 नहीं रहेगा, 1 के ऊपर अप करे तो 1 नहीं रहेगा, सो दैट इज एग्जांपल, ओके, सो एग्जांपल में मैं क्या चीज बताया, इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स बताया, इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट एक बताया, फर्स्ट थिंग सस्पेंडर लिस्ट अगर एम्प्टी है देन ओनली सेमाफोर वैल्यू बिकम्स 1, if the suspend list is empty then only semaphore value becomes 1, that's the first important point. And second point I said, okay, if the semaphore value is already 1, even if you perform 100 up operations, semaphore value remains 1 only. Is the point clear? Right, if you want to copy you can just copy, okay, copy karo, no problem, you can copy, so take it as example, just copy all this. I think it is visible, okay, if it is not visible just zoom it, okay, zoom it, I think it is properly visible, okay. Okay, so please pause my video and try to copy that. Right, so pause my video, okay, if anybody is still solving, copying. Right, so next let's solve the question, go to your workbook, okay, somebody was saying that okay workbook is not matching, so remember I am using this GATE 2021 workbook, so use the same workbook, okay, don't confuse that, because if you use the previous year workbook some page numbers or questions may alter, so use the same workbook. So go to page number 95, question number 22, so I am writing here page number 95, question number, page number 95, question number 22, right, page number 95, question number 22, so read that question and try to solve. Read that question and try to solve. Right. So I am discussing the question now, okay, so I am assuming all of you solved, okay, if anybody is not solved, okay, you can pause my video. So semaphore value, okay, is saying that mutex, okay, is initialized to 1, okay, so semaphore ka naam diya hai mutex, okay, simple, so that is 9p and 14v and 6p, 8v, 3p and 2v, right. So these are the down operations you are performing and is asking what is the final value of the binary semaphore mutex, okay, okay. So right answer is, shall I reveal the right answer, okay, right, you can check it out, let's make the suspense, okay, let's solve this first, okay. Now binary semaphore ka down operations, okay, binary semaphore, okay, down and up operations, so let's maintain the suspender list here, okay, so I am taking suspender list here, okay. Now tell me first semaphore value 1 है, so 9 down operations कर रहा है, so when you perform 9 down operations, first down operation will be successful, okay, first down operation will be successful and this becomes 1 to 0. First down operation will be successful, that becomes 0 and it will continue. And next 8 down operations. 8 down operation will be what? Unsuccessful, and they will go into what? Suspend list. They will go into suspend list. Next, this is completed. Next 14 up operations kar raha hai. So when you say 14 up operations, in the 14 up operations, first 8 up operations, in the 14 up operations, the first 8 up operations, suspended list becomes empty. पहला 8 up operations के लिए suspended list तो empty होगा, मगर semaphore value still remains 0 only. And the next, when you perform 9th up operation, now suspended list is empty, now semaphore value becomes 1. And next, 10th up operation, when you perform, suspend list is still empty, semaphore value remains 1 only. So 10th up operation 1 ही रहेगा, 11, 12, 13, 14 1 ही रहेगा. So 1 के ऊपर up operation कितने भी करो तो 1 ही रहेगा. Okay, right. So this is completed. Next, now 6 down operation कर रहा है. 6 down operation when you perform, same thing. The first down operation will be successful and this becomes 0, and the next 5 down operations will be unsuccessful and they will go into suspended list. Next 5 down operations will be unsuccessful, they will go into suspended list. And next after that 8 up operations kar raha hai. When you say 8 up operations, the first 5 up operations, 8 up operations. So first 5 up operations ke liye, suspended list becomes empty. Remember, semaphore value still remains 0. And next, when you perform 6th up operation, now the suspended list is empty, so semaphore value becomes 1. And next 7th up operation 1 ही रहेगा, 8th up operation 1 ही रहेगा. Okay, क्योंकि 1 के ऊपर कितने बार भी up करो तो 1 ही रहेगा. And the next, now 3 up down operation कर रहे हैं. So let's say 3 down operations, the first down operation will be successful and that becomes 0. And the next 2 down operations, will be what? Unsuccessful, and they will go into suspended list. And next, now next when you perform 2 up operations, अब बताओ जब आप 2 up operation कर रहा है, remember the suspended list becomes empty, but still the semaphore value remains 0 only. Okay, ये 2 up operation करने से क्या होगा, ये 2 process wake up होगा, इजरली है, 2 process wake up होगा, इजरली है. So but remember, okay, 2 process 2 up operation करने से 2 process wake up होगा. So suspended list becomes empty, but the still semaphore value remains what? 0, इजरली है. Now remember, in case if I perform one more up operation, now what happens? Now the suspended list is empty, now the semaphore value becomes 1. इजरलिए अगर और एक अप ऑपरेशन होता तो अभी समाफोर वैल्यू 1 होता, इजरलिए. बट ओके, और एक अप ऑपरेशन नहीं है, तो व्हाट इज द राइट आंसर? राइट आंसर इज 0. राइट आंसर इज 0, इजरलिए. सो कुछ लोगों का तो 7, 8, 9 भी आया. ओके, वेरी बैड. ओके, काउंटिंग समाफोर नहीं है, ये बाइनरी समाफोर है, 1 और 0 होगा. थोड़ा सोच के समझ के करो. ओके, क्वेश्चंस आर लॉजिकल. ओके, राइट. सो दिस इज हाउ यू सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम. सो राइट आंसर इज व्हाट? 0. 0 is the right answer. Okay. So this is how, okay, you solve the problem. So if anybody want to copy, I think not required. Okay, so no need to copy. I think you understood. If you want to copy, you can pause my video and take the screenshot. I think you cannot take. So copy, pause करके copy कर लो. Right. Okay. So next, in the continuation, note down the important points. So keep the heading. Important points. This is important, and after this we'll solve some gauge questions so that you will have a clarity. So what is the meaning of this? Up and down operations. Okay, so keep the heading important points, and यहाँ पे लिखो, braces में लिखो applicable for both counting and binary semaphore. Applicable for both counting and binary semaphore. So इसका मतलब जो भी important points अपन लिखेंगे, what are the important points you are going to write, so that's applicable for both counting and binary semaphore. No doubt. Now the first point, note down, every semaphore variable will have every semaphore variable will have its own suspended list. Every semaphore variable will have its own suspended list. Okay, that is the first point. I will explain it later. Okay, second point. No, second point. The down and up operations. The down and up operations are atomic. Atomic. यहाँ पर लिख रहा हूँ. Down and up operations are atomic. Down and up operations are atomic. No doubt. Next, third point. If more than one process, if more than one process is in the suspended list, if more than one process is in the suspended list, then every time when we perform one up operation, then one process will wake up from the suspended list. Every time when we perform one up operation, then one process will wake up from the suspended list, and this will be based on first in first out. This will be based on first in first out. Okay, मतलब क्या है, जो पहले सस्पेंड होगा वो पहले वेकअप होगा. Simple, right? I'll explain all that, don't worry. Next, fourth point. If two or more processes are in the suspended list, if two or more processes are in the suspended list, then if two or more processes in the suspended list, then there is no other process to wake up these processes. Then those processes are said to be involved in the deadlock. Those processes are said to be involved in the deadlock. Okay, next, note down the next point. Point number 5. When the process is in the suspended list, then it will be placed in the wait state. When the process in the suspended list, then it will be placed in the wait state. Apna ready running wait state है ना, wait state. Then the process will be placed in the wait state, and when we wake up the process, then it will be brought into ready state. Okay, full stop, right? So understand here. So these are the important points, and we are going to, okay, you need to understand all these points when you are solving the questions. Now don't worry, all the points will be clear. The first point क्या लिखे? Every semaphore variable, understand one by one. Every semaphore variable will have its own suspended list. Every semaphore variable have its own suspended list. It means what? Let's say if I declare like this, okay, semaphore S1, S2, okay, S3. if I declare like this, semaphore S1, S2, S3, if I declare like this, it means what? Every semaphore variable will have its own suspended list. Okay, इसका मतलब क्या है? S1 का अलग suspend list होगा, S2 का अलग suspend list होगा, S3 will have a different suspend list. So every semaphore variable will have its own suspended list. That is the first point. And second point, the down and up operations are atomic. Down and up operations are atomic. It means what? So whatever the code you are having in the down operation, look at here, whatever the code you are having in the down operation, this entire down operation will be what? Atomic. Atomic. इसका मतलब क्या है? ये बीच में यहाँ पे preemption नहीं होगा. So actually, this point, no need to make use of this point, don't need to dictate this point, no need of dictating this point. Okay, I have given that point. Why? Because somebody may have a doubt. Okay, inside the down also there are so many statements are there. What happens inside the down if the preemption takes place? डाउन के अंदर भी कई सारा कोड है. ओके राइट, डाउन के अंदर प्रीएम्पशन होगा तो क्या होगा? रिमेंबर, डाउन के अंदर प्रीएम्पशन नहीं होगा. डाउन के अंदर प्रीएम्पशन नहीं होगा. सो दिस एंटायर डाउन ऑपरेशन विल बी एग्जीक्यूटेड ऑटोमेटिकली विदाउट एनी प्रीएम्पशन. इसका मतलब है मैं क्या बताना चाह रहा हूं. लिसन हियर, लेट्स से यू आर हैविंग डाउन ऑपरेशन हियर, लेट्स से डाउन ऑफ एस, अगर ऐसा लिखा है डाउन ऑफ ऐसा है. रिमेंबर, डाउन से पहले यहां पे प्रीएम्पशन हो सकता है. You can have a preemption before the down, you can have a preemption after the down operation, but there is no possibility of preemption inside the down operation. Why? This entire down operation will be executed atomically. Remember, this is an operating system type of solution, and when you execute this down operation, operating system will disable all the interrupts. Operation will disable all the interrupts. Is that clear? So that is the reason this entire down operation will execute atomically. So when you are solving the questions, so down से पहले यहाँ पे preemption हो सकता है, down के बाद में preemption हो सकता है, मगर down के अंदर preemption नहीं होगा. So that is the point of second point. That is the meaning of second point. Right. So next, okay, third point. Third point is, okay, understand here. When more than one process is in the suspended list, when more than one process, अगर एक से ज़्यादा process suspended list में है, then every time when you perform one up operation, then only one process will wake up from the suspended list. एक बार up operation करे तो एक ही process wake up होगा. Okay, if you perform one up operation, only one process will wake up from the suspended list, and that will be based on first in first out. It means what? Whichever the process is suspended first, only that will be wake up first. Exactly. See why you are following this FIFO? Why you are following this FIFO? Why you are following that? Because we want to ensure bounded waiting. हर प्रोसेस को बाउंडेड टाइम में चांस मिलना चाहिए. तो अगर ऐसा करना चाहिए तो इसका मतलब फर्स्ट इन फर्स्ट आउट होना चाहिए. तो जो पहले सस्पेंड हुआ वो पहले वेकअप होगा. सो इट मींस यू कैन ऑब्वियसली एंश्योर बाउंडेड वेटिंग. Obviously ensure bounded waiting. Is the point clear for everyone? Right. So that is the meaning of first in first out. Okay, third point. And the fourth point क्या लिखे? If two or more processes, understand here, if two or more processes are in the suspended list, if two or more processes are in the suspended list and there is no other process to wake up them, then those processes are said to be involved in the deadlock. Now the answer is not say two or more processes are in the suspended list. Okay, दो या दो से ज्यादा प्रोसेस suspended list में है. तो पहले ये बताओ, why the process will go into suspended list? That's the first question. Why the process will go into suspended list? By performing unsuccessful down operation. By performing unsuccessful down operation, the process will go into suspended list. So if the two or more processes are in the suspended list and there is no other process to wake up those process, जो प्रोसेस सस्पेंड हुआ वो वापस कंटिन्यू करना है तो क्या करना पड़ेगा? कोई तो प्रोसेस अप ऑपरेशन करके उसको वेकअप करना पड़ेगा, तभी तो वो प्रोसेस वेकअप होके कंटिन्यू करेगा. सो अगर कोई दूसरा प्रोसेस ही नहीं है, उसको वेकअप करने के लिए कोई दूसरा प्रोसेस ही नहीं है, तो क्या होगा? वो हमेशा के लिए सस्पेंडेड लिस्ट में पड़ा हुआ है. They always remain in the suspended list only. There is no other process to wake up those processes. So there is no other process available to wake up those processes. They are remaining only in the suspended list. Okay, forever. So in that case, those processes are said to be involved in the deadlock. Okay, so then we'll say they are in the deadlock. Is the point clear for everyone? Right. So that is about the fourth point. I am repeating once again. If two or more processes are in the suspended list. Why they will go into suspended list? By performing unsuccessful down operation. So two or more processes suspended list and there is no other process to wake up them. Okay, there is no other process to wake up them. They always remain only in the suspended list. Okay, forever. So in that case, they are said to be involved in the deadlock. Okay, so that is the meaning of fourth point. And next, fifth point. Fifth point means what? When the process is in the suspended list. See, when the process is suspended list, why it will suspend? When it is performing unsuccessful down operation. So when the process is in the suspended list, then process will be placed in the wait state. Remember, okay, in the wait state, you maintain something called suspended list here. So whenever the process is okay in the running state, now it is in the running state here. Okay, it is a ready state. Just listen here. So when the process is executing the code, okay, let's say it is performing down operation. So when it is performing down operation, if it is unsuccessful, then what happens? It will directly come to, okay, wait state, and you place the process in the suspended list. Okay, and remember next, when the process is wake up, okay, you are performing up operation and it is wake up. When wake up means what? Nothing is there. Wake up means simply remove that from the, okay, wait state and bring it to what? Ready state. That's it. Okay, that is the meaning of, okay, wake upping the process. So I am repeating, when the process is in the suspended list, last point, when the process is in the suspended list, it is placed in the wait state. When the process in the suspended list, it is placed in the wait state, and when we wake up the process, then it will be brought, okay, into ready state. Is that clear? So wait state में से वो ready state में लाया जाएगा. Is that clear? So that is the meaning of point number 5. Is that clear? Right. So now उसका मतलब क्या है? वेक अप करे तो क्या होगा? वेक अप करे तो वो वेट स्टेट में से रेडी स्टेट में आ गया, तो इसका मतलब वो शॉर्ट टर्म शेड्यूलर के हाथ में आ जाएगा, शॉर्ट टर्म शेड्यूलर का, ओके, रिस्पॉन्सिबल में आ जाएगा. एंड वेन एवर शॉर्ट टर्म शेड्यूलर विल शेड्यूल एंड दैट विल ऑल्सो कंटिन्यू द एग्जीक्यूशन. Is that clear? So that is the meaning of okay, point number 5. Is that clear? So hope all the points are clear. So that is the, okay, complete concept of okay, counting semaphore and binary semaphore with all the important points and okay, few questions. Okay, but okay, you will have complete more clarity, okay, how they are used, okay, in the questions. Okay, next we are going to solve the gate questions. So we'll solve around 6 to 7 gate questions, and everyone should solve the questions with the utmost dedication and sincerity. Okay, remember, you are not watching the movie, I told you already. Okay, so please okay, be serious when you are watching the videos. Okay, so I'll write the question and I'll give you the time. Okay, time means I will wait in the live, I'll wait around 5 to 10 seconds. You pause the video and sufficient time you solve it, and okay, we can discuss the solution. Is that clear? So next okay, we'll continue with the questions.